We should not try to engineer a return to the boom in household consumption, low saving, gearing up and so on. Many people say to me, what we need is more confidence in the economy, and I agree with that, but we need the right kind of confidence. The kind of confidence that's based on nothing more than the expectation that house prices always rise and that an effortless way to get rich is to gear into rising house prices. That isn't the right kind of confidence. And we've been, I think, as a country, on occasion, a little bit too prone to that kind of confidence in the past. The thing that monetary policy can't do is to make the broader pressures for structural adjustment in the economy go away. We can't do that. Not only are the consumption boom and the household borrowing boom not coming back, I don't think, and nor should they, but the industry and geographical shifts in the drivers of growth we're seeing can't be affected very much at all by monetary policy either. To a large extent, they reflect changes in the global economy, and there's nothing that anyone in Australia really can do to influence those. Even if as a society we wanted to resist these changes, I'm not saying that we should, but even if we did, tools other than monetary policy would be needed. And in fact, I think as a country we do better to accommodate these changes and to figure out how to make the adjustment less difficult and quicker and smoother for those adversely affected. And it's in that area, in fact, that I think we could do with more confidence than we have at present. The confidence in our capacity to respond to changed circumstances, to respond to new opportunities, and to produce goods and services that meet a genuine market need. We've done that before. There's no reason that that can't be done again. And it's, I think, to be hoped that some of the positive data that we've seen just in the past few days might give pause to reflect and to realise that actually, for all the difficulties that are no doubt faced, overall things have turned out not too badly after all, so far. So let me conclude. We face a remarkable period in history. The centre of gravity of the world economy is shifting to the east, towards Asia, towards us, even faster than some of the optimists might have predicted. Now, granted, that's partly because Europe at present is declining in relative importance almost visibly as we sit here under the weight of the internal problems that it has. But even if they handle these problems well in the near term, there's no mistaking what the long-run trend is in the centre of gravity of the world economy. That this comes at the end of a very unusual time for household behaviour and a time when that behaviour has changed direction is in fact a remarkably fortuitous thing for a country like us. We certainly have the challenge of adjusting our behaviour and our expectations to new drivers of growth, new imperatives for responsiveness and so on, but we do that with growing incomes, with low unemployment, and with an exposure to Asia that a lot of other countries would like to have. And that's infinitely preferable to the sorts of adjustments that seem to be facing so many of those other countries in the old world. The Australian community has understood that we can't base growth persistently on falling saving and rising debt. And that's forcing changes to household behaviour, and it's forcing changes to business models as the economy adjusts to that. But it has to be said, I think, that a certain degree of thrift, in fact, on the part of households strengthens our medium-term position. And if we can marry that with an ongoing focus on incrementally improving every day in 1,000 different ways the way we do things, that's what raising productivity means. When we talk about productivity, that's what that means. If we can combine better attitudes of thrift and a focus on productivity, then with the opportunities that we face, there's in fact a lot to look forward to. And in that sense, ladies and gentlemen, our glass is well and truly half full, at least half full. Thank you for your attention.